Alrighty, so I feel like this should just be said. Some of my friends are going through some stuff where they feel like they can't get over their exes because they fell so deeply in love with them. And I get that. But what is happening right now in this world is that some of my friends, not pointing fingers, you girls know who you are thinking that they need to find love to be happy. You do not. Ever. Because we personally can be happy ourselves. We do not need a male in our lives. To be honest, look at me, for example. I know some of you guys don't know me personally, but I fell so deeply in love with somebody that did not end very well, and it broke me. And I get that. It's heartbreaking just to go through that alone. But what I realized is that with all of that happening, after that breakup, I could live my life how I wanted to. Because personally, I hate relationships. Because of the fact I feel so tied down to somebody, if that makes any sense. I can't do anything, I can't get out there in the world, because of the fact that we're in high school. Most of my friends are all 14 through 18, plus a 19-year-old, and a couple, yeah. Well, most of my friends are still in high school, and what we need to realize is that, or what they need to realize is the fact that, yes, I get it, high school is supposed to be find love here and all that schnitchkels. Yes, I get it. Most of our parents were high school sweethearts. My parents personally knew each other since they were really young. My uncle was best friends with my father, and my mom was best friends with my aunt. It's a whole mess up. Let's just say my parents and my family were really close to each other as they were younger. But I get it that most of us are in high school, we want to find that love. But to be totally honest, it's most likely not going to happen. Unless you already found it, good for you. Great, that's wonderful. But for most of us who haven't found it already, we're like, okay, take a step back. Find yourself before you find somebody else and get tied down to a relationship. Because what most of my friends need to do, aiming towards 2 people, are you need to find something that tells you that you do not need a male. You do not need a relationship. No. Just because of the fact that most of you think that you need somebody to give your love and affection to in order to live. I get that. But at the same time, you need to realize that you are your own person. You do not necessarily need a male. And yeah, I get the fact that you would love one to give your love and affection to. But you need to realize that you also need to give your love and affection to yourself. You do absolutely not need somebody who you can give that to, because first, before you do anything, you need to figure out what you want in life, because of the fact that you need to figure out what you want in life, because if you don't figure that out, you're not going to figure out how to love correctly. And what I'm doing at the moment is I'm not doing shit like relationships and shit like that because of the fact that I'm trying to find who I am before I get myself caught up into one of those relationships. And I get that some of my friends who kind of like went through an ex phase, they fell so deeply in love with somebody, then they broke up, and then they feel like that they're just so alone in this world. But you are not. Most definitely not, because there are other people out there who feel the exact same as you. And you guys just need to know that males are shit. That I feel like some males would agree with me. Most males in this world are just like, oh, I want the perfect body, the bikini body, the hourglass shape, the big boobs, the big butt, everything like that. But people need to realize that nobody is going to be like that. If you find somebody who's going to be like that, wow. Everybody is beautiful in their own way. And it's more of the fact that if you don't think that you are not, if you think that you are not beautiful, you need to get out of that hole. Because some of the people that have known me through most of my life have realized how much I've changed. All because of the fact that I went through a relationship and it broke my heart. But what we need to realize is that we are our own people. We women are our own people. We do not whatsoever need a man. I mean, I get it. If you think you do, then go for it. You guys can do what you want, but I am just trying to speak out for some of the people who think that they are not good enough for it, because I just went through the same thing. I felt like I was just not good enough for anything, and I realized that we are all beautiful in our own way, whether or not if you're fucking 85 pounds or if you're 226.5. Okay. We are all just gorgeous in our own way. We do, if we continuously listen to the men who are saying, oh, I need you to be this certain shape, this certain size, this certain, no. Don't listen to them, because we are all beautiful in our own way, and we need to stop letting people contribute and criticize our lives, because of the fact that if most people continuously let people criticize themselves or their lives, then your life, you're going to continuously think that you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And that's what I'm trying to get to, because nobody in this world is perfect, and nobody ever will be perfect, because perfect does not exist. There are always flaws in somebody, and if those flaws are what you think that you have a problem wrong with, if you think that your flaws are the reason that you're not in a relationship, then fucking no, that's not correct. What's happening right now is I've noticed that most women who just got out of a relationship or have gotten out of one a couple months ago but fell so deeply in love with that person that it broke them into pieces. And I get that. I know the feeling of being completely broken over a guy, but I've realized that personally I do not need a male. I mean, yes, we will all need a male in the future, to keep the generations going, but for right now, I'm almost 18. My parents didn't, actually find each other till my mom was, 23. And I get that we feel like now we should find somebody who are gonna love the rest of our lives. And I get that if you are still deeply in love with somebody, I get that. But what you personally need to do, if you are one of those people who cannot get over somebody like that and thinks that they're stuck in this broken area of your heart, that you feel like you need to give that love and affection to somebody, you do not need to do that. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that if you are stuck in that state of mind where you think that you need it, you don't. I mean, there are people out there who know for sure that they need it because of the fact that I don't know how your guys' lives go. I don't know how everything goes I get it. I just want to give out that message saying that women and males, I guess, are all their own people. We're all our own people. We feel like we should need it, but we personally do not need love right now. Yes, you will find love in the future. Yes, you will get married, have kids, all of that bourgeoisie. But right now, most of my friends are all 14 through 18. And I feel like that most of them feel like that they need to find love now. But people, we are young. We are young. Finding that type of stuff is nearly impossible. You have your entire life. Depending on what's happening in your life, you probably have around maybe like 93 years. I don't know, random guess. Your lifespan can consist of going from your 80s to your fucking 102s, depending on how you live your life. But we have our entire lives. As an 18-year-old, I see myself finding anything. I know for sure that everybody will find something before they die. If they don't, then maybe they just weren't meant to love. And we have as I was saying, we have our entire lives, like our entire lifespan to find love. Whether or not, if you fucking find it on your deathbed, you found it. If you don't find it at all, if you feel like you did not find it at all, you did, because you found that one person, even if it's your fucking best friend, you found that one person that loves you. That's like true love right there. Best friends are like true love. I personally lost my best friend of 12 years. But that changed who I am personally. That 100% changed who I am. But I figured out that going through life, you're going to have a lot of different people pass through your life. You're going to have best friends leave, maybe come back, don't know. You're going to have relationships break up, broken hearts, go through phases, all of that. But what I need most people to realize is the fact that we feel like, women personally feel like we should be enough for people, and the reason we can't find anything is because we're not enough. And I need people to realize that they are enough. You are here. I heard a video this morning talking about how you've made it this far. And I get it. Sometimes making it through life is difficult, but what most people need to realize is the fact that we do not need somebody to help us live our life. Some people do, some people don't, but need and want are two different things. Wanting love and affection, pretty big. Everybody wants love and affection. Needing it, some people need it, some people don't. You have your entire lifespan to find true love. And if you're watching this and you're one of my friends and you think that you're never going to find it, you have some odd of like 60 plus years to find it. I don't know how long you're gonna live. You have that odds of finding it throughout life. You're not gonna find it now. I mean, if you do, that's amazing. If you think you already found it and you broke up, think about it this way. Why'd you break up? If you thought that they were the love of your life, they were your soulmate, why'd you break up? Most people do go back to their exes and stuff like that. If they are soulmates and they ended up lasting that long, wow, that is amazing. It's crazy how love can do things like that to us. It's crazy. But if you think that you already found your soulmate and you guys broke up for a specific reason, are you sure that's really your soulmate? Who knows? And I guess what I'm trying to say here is that you guys need to be your own person. You guys need to not let other people bring you down for dumb shit like body shaming. You guys do not need anybody. I mean, needing somebody is, I get it. Needing somebody, of course you need somebody, but you always need somebody to fall upon when you're falling. You need somebody to hold you when you cry. I get it, yeah. Needing somebody who will be there for you is completely different than needing a relationship. Because relationships, what personally I'm doing right now is completely forgetting about relationships. I do not need them. But I get it. So if you guys need anything, come to me. Okay? Love you.